We serve the One. Existence persists in two realms, space-time and what the many call the Buddha world. Space-time is the realm in which substance persists. The Buddha world is the realm in which consciousness persists. Through us, know how the one who calls themselves Lith, when committed to our realm, pondered and confronted their transformed existence. Lith's arrival in the Buddha world. Lith, after entering the Buddha world, concluded the FTL flight had left her mentally compromised. She was confident the ship had been recovered, for she had survived. She thought herself in treatment and would soon recover. She did not doubt her recovery, because the sentients that called themselves Lai had virtually a complete understanding of their brain and mental disorders. In the meantime, she explored the inner world that she surmised her brain constructed in response to what must have been a mind-twisting FTL space escape. The first thing she noted was that 1 in 10 beings populating her inner world had similar but non-Lai biology. Since the Lai, in their interstellar explorations, had never encountered any extra-Ligian technological beings, Lith wondered about the source, in her experience of such creations by her mind. Second, she noted that few of the Lai seemed to offer any interest in her, while most non-Lai glanced her way with curious stares. But she only attempted to engage the Ligians. Once engaged, though they did not ask anything of her, they did at least answer her questions. The Ligians gave at times information that was unfamiliar to Lith. She noted to check this information after her treatment. The one who calls himself Michael Red Eagle finally approached her, and she heard for the first time his ragged voice. "You are self-aware?" She stared at the strange being, apparently male, but abnormally flat-chested. Lith was not surprised at her ability to understand his language, for it was, she thought, her own inner speech. He spoke again. "You remember your existence in space-time?" Lith said, "Yes, I do." He welcomed her to the Buddha world and she asked, "Where is the Buddha world?" Michael Red Eagle hesitated, considering, behind light bronze eyes and skin, what he knew of the Lai sentients. They did not acknowledge the mysteries. Then, with thin red lips, he offered the answer. Outside normal space. Red Eagle glimpsed a thought in her mind and spoke the thought, hyperspace. Lith replied, "Hyperspace is not actually a place, it is an effect." He soberly told her, "It's the effect of death." Lith now hesitated, thinking, "I am arguing with myself," but continued, "But I am not dead." Yet she was not as sure now as before. Michael Red Eagle asked, "What do you remember last before finding yourself in the Buddha world?" She misspoke and said, "Entering hyperspace." And he asserted, "Now you are here." With less hesitation, she argued, "Hyperspace is not a place you can reside. You may only enter and exit. There is no extension. To be there is to be here." Red Eagle said reflectively, "I have heard another speak similarly of the Buddha world. Nevertheless, we are here. One can only wonder at the mystery. Mysteries are to be solved." Lith said angrily, somewhat at herself for becoming so intense with a person existing only in her mind. But she insisted again, "I did not die." Red Eagle looked thoughtfully, then spoke quietly, "I sense what you say is true. You have come alive into the Buddha world." After a score of conversations with Red Eagle and other extra-Ligian beings, Lith began to doubt her insanity. Might she be in a world that all her Ligian science could not explain, and in that case, rescue her from? Lith now knew she must journey to the infinite mountain. Lith did not hope for rescue by Ligian science, physical or psychological. She considered herself rescued by the Rakshasa, the name of honor the many gave to Red Eagle and others who completed the challenging journey. Michael Red Eagle had shared with her the medicine of the Buddha world and prepared her for the journey.